Key Video Productions.
There's something cooking in the neighborhood. From where I stand, it's looking mighty good. You're gonna love it. Come dine with me. Come dine with me. Come dine with me.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Come Dine with Me, Western New York. I'm Russ Salvatore.
And I'm Jan Farrington. And our show is made possible every week by some great local sponsors.
Businesses like Artisan Kitchens and Baths, Buffalo Hotel Supply, the Vinyl Outlet.
Key Video Productions, and of course, Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more. And we couldn't thank them enough, Russell.
Thank you.
And you too, yeah.
Jan, we've been on week after week after week. I would love to meet with the local restaurants and see if we had any impact the way we preach on television all the time. Support your local restaurants. I hope we're doing something great for them.
Well, from what I hear in the community, I think we are. We just have to keep doing it and doing it well. And you know what? We've got a lot of great television this morning coming your way. Chefs Art Christie and Marco Shortino, our celebrity chefs. They're with Orazio Ippolito. They're in the house.
But first, where else but in Buffalo, New York can you find genuine friendship that can last a lifetime?
Oh, you know that better than anyone, Russ. And I've been here for breakfast during the week, and you are never alone at a table. You're either clearing the tables, you are seating people, you're talking to people, and you know, I think it's all about food, friendship, and family.
It is. You know, this is what I love about the business. Everybody that comes in here, they can be in here a half hour, and they are like my best friends.
Oh, yes, you are absolutely right. You know what? The Cannata family is a true example of what makes Buffalo such a great place to live and enjoy friendships that have been spanning 6 decades. We're going to take a look right now.
We had lived on Grand Island for 36 years, raised 6 children on Grand Island. We decided to move to Williamsville because it's a ranch, and getting older, it's easier for us. When we looked at this house, it was a mess. It had to be completely redone. Julie from Artisan Kitchen and Bath came in and really worked with my son to have it brought up to date because we have a very large family. She made sure I had cupboard space for my big kettles, for my canned goods, counter space, 2 ovens, everything I needed to keep my family dinners going. Coming to dinner today is 2 of great friends who have been friends for way too many years.
Frank and Mary Lou, well, they've been friends since high school.
We've gotten married at the same time. We've had our kids at the same time.
We've been to children's weddings, their weddings, my weddings, so, you know, baptismals.
They've been through ups and downs and ins and outs and everything with us. I just can't tell you enough what they mean to us.
Good to see you.
I've known Mama Cannata for a while. She used to be our neighbor, and I think she moved because, the ego's in the kitchen. Too much, mine and hers. But she's gonna win. She's Italian grandmother. Today we made veal Milanese. It's a veal cutlet breaded and pan-fried, topped with arugula, cherry tomatoes, and a lemon vinaigrette. And it's got the best cheese in the world, pecorino romano, to finish it off.
Today I made a crab meat stuffed shrimp and put them on a bed of some fresh linguine with olive oil and some grated cheese and brought it to the table. It was absolutely fabulous.
I knew that I was working with an Italian family. So today I made a zabaione and I served it over fresh berries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Finished it off with a little cookie.
So of everybody cooking today, I got the hardest job. I gotta tell Mama Cannata how to make veal cutlets. We're gonna make veal Milanese, so I'm gonna show you how we do it at the restaurant.
All right.
Okay?
That's
so,
good.
do you wanna tell me how to make the veal cutlets?
I'll correct you if you do it wrong.
Oh, okay, that sounds good to me. So we're gonna start with a wash. We have eggs,
Right.
flour, and breadcrumbs. Just a standard breading procedure, flour, egg breading. You pan fry it in olive oil, make sure your oil's hot. And a veal cutlet takes 45 seconds on each side. Once you get that brown crust on the outside, flip it over, top with a little black pepper and some Romano cheese. So now that our veal's done, we're gonna top it with a beautiful arugula salad with a very light olive oil and fresh lemon dressing, just a touch of salt. In a separate bowl, you put a little olive oil, fresh lemon, and some kosher salt. Whisk that up, add the arugula, toss it around, just put it right over the top of the veal. It's incredible.
It's good.
Like I've done this once or twice before,
Right.
huh?
You did okay.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm here cooking today with Dolores. We're gonna do a crab meat stuffed shrimp. This is gonna be completely over the top. You ready to get started?
I'm ready.
Let's get going. First, you melt a little butter in the pan. We added a little onion, finely minced celery, and red and green bell peppers, fresh garlic, and a little bit of parsley. We just sauteed that till it got nice and caramelized. Then we cooled it in the refrigerator. Okay, Dee, now that our mixture's in the refrigerator cooling, now it's time to assemble our ingredients, okay? We took some lump crab meat, we added some mayonnaise, Worcestershire sauce, some essence seasoning, a little bit of salt and pepper. We took an egg, we added a little bit more garlic, and some Ritz crackers that were finely hand crumbed. We took the cooled vegetables, blended those in nice and easily. Now what we need to do is we need to prepare our shrimp. We butterflied some colossal shrimp, we stuffed them, drizzled a little bit of butter, some fresh parsley, and little hot pepper flakes, put them in the oven, 375 degrees for about 15 minutes, and put them on a bed of fresh linguine with olive oil and some grated cheese. Brought it to the table for presentation.
We are here with Frank, and we are making a zebbione with an S or a Z?
Z, and you know, I've mostly heard it with a Z, called Zebbione, and I guess that's the name we decided to use.
So
right?
we're doing the zebbione. Could you say that for me?
Zebbione.
Oh, it sounds so wonderful. Started out with egg yolks, whisked those nice and frothy, added a bit of sugar. I chose Grand Marnier for my liqueur, and I whisked that over a steam bath until it was thick, lemony color, and had a bit of a sheen to it. Removed that, folded in some whipped cream, just served that over the strawberries, and then I took a propane torch and burned it a little bit, gave it a little caramel flavor to it. And for a little crunch, I added a little cookie.
Working with Krista was really an experience. Her choice of dessert was absolutely marvelous.
Zebbione,
Zebbione.
buon appetito. How's that?
Bon appetit.
Oh, gracias.
It was wonderful. Best meal I've had in years.
It was a great main course, it was a great appetizer, and it was great dessert.
My favorite part of the meal was eating it. Felt like a rich kid.
Opportunities like this come once in a lifetime, and we enjoyed it. Being with friends, meeting new people was really super.
Living in Western New York, what makes it so great is the people, the places, all our friends, and our family. And the food.
Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Artisan Kitchens and Baths. See, touch, feel, and use our products. And by Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More. Be my guest. Let us do the rest. Dr. Dan Tonio, where would you like to have dinner tonight?
Well, Russell's, of course.
Be my guest and let me do the rest.
Did you know the Vinyl Outlet does front porches too? All made from 100% vinyl. No more rotting of wood and no more worries. Trust the Vinyl Outlet to rebuild the safety and curb appeal of your property. Fall savings are on now with big discounts.
Finest product, the fairest price. A custom look for you done right.
The Vinyl Outlet, installing all year round.
Let us transform your home.
Orazio's Italian Crepes is your window to the world. Treat yourself to our homemade crepes made with authentic ingredients like imported Caputo flour, mascarpone cheese, and Ghirardelli chocolate. Indulge in our all-natural small batch gelato with no artificial flavors and all the creaminess in the world. Take your taste buds on a journey right in your own backyard. Orazio's Italian Crepes in the food court at the Walden Galleria.
Hi, I'm Chef Christopher Degler from Encore Restaurant. Come dine with me, Western New York.
Proteins make up almost every part of our body, including hair, nails, muscles, cartilage, even blood vessels. When we eat protein, the protein breaks down into smaller pieces so that our body can absorb them and use those extra proteins for things like growth, repair, and maintenance. Some examples of protein sources include meat, such as chicken, red meat, and turkey, eggs, fish or shellfish, rice, nuts, such as almonds, cashews, walnuts, or peanuts, dairy, and soy. Since proteins are used for repair and replenishment, a lack of proteins can prevent the body's systems from functioning properly. On average, you should intake 10 to 35% of your dietary intake through protein. This means, ladies, 46 grams of protein for you and 56 grams of protein for men. I'm Dr. Jamie Brennan, giving you a few more hints for your health.
Every great meal starts with an appetizer. Today we're going to make a sun-dried tomato bruschetta. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take a heavy saucepan. We're going to make sure the saucepan is warm, and we're just going to put a little spin around the pan with a little bit of olive oil. While that's getting hot, we're going to take about 3/4 of a fresh onion, and we're going to slice it relatively thin. We're going to add that to our hot pan. You can hear the sizzle. That's what we want. Now we're going to take some sun-dried tomatoes, and these are sun-dried tomatoes in olive oil. I like to use these. They keep a little moist. They have a real nice sweet flavor to them. And we're going to take the sun-dried tomatoes. We're going to drain the oil off, and then we're going to add some nice coarsely chopped sun-dried tomatoes to our pan and saute these together. Okay, now we're going to add our chopped sun-dried tomatoes to our sauteed onion mixture. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the oil. I love using this oil that's in the sun-dried tomatoes because it's just chock full with flavor. So I'm just going to add just a little bit, maybe a couple tablespoons or so. That'll do nothing more than enhance what we've already prepared. Okay, now we're going to add some fresh chopped garlic to our onions and sun-dried tomatoes. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of sugar. What this is going to do is add a little bit of sweetness to our savory and our acid, which is our red wine vinegar. We're going to use about 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. And then we're going to add about 1/2 cup of chicken stock. Now, if you want to make this completely, totally vegetarian, you can use a vegetable stock, about 1/2 cup. Then we're going to add 1 cup of water. A couple of turns of fresh ground black pepper. And a couple of turns of fresh ground sea salt. Then we're going to add a little bit of fresh thyme. I just loved using fresh herb. And we're just going to kind of coarsely chop it. And now we're going to add that to our pan. We're going to give it one last stir. I got the flame on medium-high. And we're going to cook this covered for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we're going to remove the cover, let it cook by itself for about 10 more minutes until it becomes the jam consistency that we're looking for. Okay, while our mixture is cooking on the stove, we're going to cut our bread. You can use ciabatta, you can use French, you can use Italian. Okay, now we're just going to take our bread and we're just going to brush it with some extra virgin olive oil. Again, we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And now we're going to put it in the oven, bake it about 450 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. We're going to take some of our goat cheese. You want to use room temperature goat cheese. And you want to take, again, some fresh thyme. We're just going to coarse about 1 tablespoon. And we're just going to add this to the goat cheese and give it a quick stir. Let's give it a shot now, see what we did. I got to tell you, no words are going to justify this recipe. This is fabulous. You got to try this at home. I'm Chef Art Christie from Frontier Catering. Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program is sponsored in part by Buffalo Hotel Supply. Design, deliver, and install. We can do it all. And by Key Video Productions. Television, video, DVD. You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out keyvideo.com, Buffalo's premier television and video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing, we call it concept to completion, and we're ready to work for you. For your business, for all of life's events. Call, click, or visit Key Video today.
With Frontier Catering, it's easy to show your good taste. Chef Art Christie uses time-tested techniques and authentic family recipes to create a custom menu that showcases your personal style and your venue. And with Frontier Catering, your food is prepared fresh, on-site. For corporate events, unforgettable weddings, and other signature celebrations, it has to be Frontier Catering.
Come in for a great time at Alton's. Our extensive menu will surely satisfy everyone. Start your day off with farm fresh eggs, a hearty omelet, or a delicious Belgian waffle. Our famous chicken souvlaki is made fresh to order, as well as all of our mouth-watering burgers, sandwiches, and melts. Try our tempting portobello strip steak topped with balsamic mushrooms, caramelized onions, and melted Asiago cheese, or our shrimp fettuccine with a rich lobster cream sauce. No matter what you choose, you can never go wrong. Alton's, all good.
Closed captioning provided by
CarStar Relax, we'll take it from here.
And we're back. Now, you know when you go to the food court at the mall, you usually see the same national chains and not a whole lot of variety, right, Russ?
You're right. Well, Orazio Appolito, a chef you see very often on our show, he's changing all that. He recently opened Orazio's Italian Crepes at the former Ted's location at the Galleria Mall. And the response from the public has been overwhelming.
Whoa, look who's here.
Hey, how
there.
are you?
Hi, guys.
Chef Jason Ball from Orazio's.
Well, Jason, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
Pleasure.
Yeah, wow. Tell us what we have here.
Well, here, Jan, you have one of our strawberry banana Nutella crepes. And Russ, you have our Florenzia crepe. It's a savory crepe. It's actually named after one of our sandwiches at the restaurant.
Looks
this is
delicious,
heaven.
Jason. Looks wonderful. I definitely will be over to see you. And that's at the Galleria Mall 7 days a week?
Yes, 7 days a
7
week.
days
Right
a
in the
week.
food court at the old Ted's location.
This is not mall
Beautiful.
food. This is wonderful. And you know what? Chef Jason, you and Orazio are going to now show us how to prepare a savory and a sweet crepe so that our audience will be able to make them at home. Wow, I can't wait. Let's take a look.
Today I'm here with my sous chef Jason Ball from Orazio's restaurant. We're going to be making our crepes, a sweet one and a savory one, our Mediterranean crepe. So we're going to make the crepe batter first. And in that, we're actually going to do it in a blender. A lot of people will use a mixing bowl with a whisk, but you'll see it'll be a lot easier in the blender, especially once you pour in your melted butter. You won't clump it up and everything like that. So we have our milk. We're going to throw in about 2 cups of flour. Okay, so we got the flour in there. We're going to pour about 4 whole eggs, a pinch of salt. What we'll do is we're actually going to turn this on and work this a little bit, and then we'll pour the butter into it.
So just blending it so it's nice and smooth.
We'll shut that off, scrape the sides a little bit. And you want it about the consistency of pancake batter. Okay. So we're going to strain it together. Let me get that strainer. And just to get any clumps out of it. So see, it's like a pancake batter. Normally you can even do this overnight and let it sit in the cooler. And we change up the recipe a little bit at the Galleria Mall, and but that's our trade secret. And it's very simple. I mean, on the crepes, you can do whatever you want. The sweet ones, one of my favorite we do is with a banana and Nutella. Yours, you love even just a little bit of cinnamon, butter.
Just a simple cinnamon, butter.
Sugar. Okay, so that's good on that.
So we have this grill. It's just like a small flat top grill. And we just have wooden dowels that we use to spread it.
And we also have buckwheat one, gluten-free, and they're fantastic too. And you see it cooks very, very quickly. Now normally when it sits overnight, it'll thin out even just a little bit more, but it's hard to mess up the crepe. You know, and the filling in it, just use really good ingredients, make sure they're fresh. They're very quick. You can have crepes for the whole family made in 10 minutes. Or you can come to the restaurant at the Galleria and have them made in hopefully less time than that. Okay, so the crepe's there. And now what we'll do is we'll just start assembling it. And as that crepe's finishing cooking, we can get it all together.
So a little bit of baby spinach in there. Got some nice fresh roasted turkey. Some grape tomatoes. About 10 to 15 Kalamata olives.
And I'll put some red onion on it for you.
A little feta cheese. And the tzatziki sauce.
And now we're going to show you how fast you can actually make one of the best crepes you're going to have. A nice strawberry and Ghirardelli chocolate crepe. So Jason's going to get the crepe rolling. Going to slice up some strawberries. You can do them ahead of time if you're in a hurry at home. You got all the kids waiting for this one. And if you want to make it easy on yourself, you can always come to the restaurant and buy some crepe batter. We're located right at the food court at the Galleria Mall. Beautiful. So now that he's got it over, what we'll do is just a few chocolate chips. Like I said, we only use the Ghirardelli. We feel that that's one of the best brands out there for us. And it's all about the quality on something like this. You have very little ingredients, so you really want to make sure whatever product you're using is the best you can have. So you can see those chocolate chips are melting nice already.
Absolutely. Beautiful fresh strawberries from the market.
Yeah. You can have this with a little bit of our roasted pistachio gelato. It's fantastic. Or Tahitian vanilla bean. Phenomenal. So this is how simple, you see how fast we got this made. A little bit of fresh whipped cream with a little bit of vanilla. And there you have it.
Come try one of these great crepes or create your own at Orazio's Italian Crepes, located in the Walden Galleria Mall, where they are distinctively delicious.
Come dine with me, Western New York.
Today we are presenting Adam's favorite drink, the Bitter Angel. The Bitter Angel has Campari, Amaro Nonino, lemon juice, simple syrup, which is equal parts water and sugar, bitters, and the white of 1 egg. First, you'll want to chill your coupe glass. Next, add 0.5 ounces of Campari, 1.5 ounces of Amaro Nonino, 0.5 ounces of simple syrup, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, and 1 egg white. You'll want to shake this for about 10 seconds. Next, add ice and shake again. Now it's time to remove the ice from the coupe. We'll strain the mixed ingredients into our chilled coupe glass. Finally, floating 2 dashes of bitters. And there you have the Bitter Angel. Come on down to Savoy and have Adam make one just for you.
Be our guest. Let us do the rest.
We have new information on the most wanted sandwiches in Western New York.
I'll make this brief. These sandwiches were last seen at Marco's Italian Deli. Be on the lookout for Nikki Whispers. Big, beefy, surprisingly sweet. Maria Gumati, a spicy little number. Everyone wants to get their hands on. And the Underboss, notorious and nearly impossible to knock off. If you see these sandwiches, do not, I repeat, do not apprehend them alone. They are extremely tasty. And no further questions at this time. Thank you.
Public needs to know.
Seneca Niagara Casino and Hotel, where value meets excitement. With 4,000 of the newest slots and biggest jackpots, 100 action-packed table games, award-winning restaurants, live entertainment, superior guest service, and a players club that makes every visit even more rewarding. Your winning destination, Seneca Niagara Casino and Hotel. Excitement worth sharing.
That's our show for today. Support our local restaurants. Jen, we say this all the time.
I know.
I think the audience must go to the refrigerator when we come on saying that all the time, but we're very serious out there. We feel so proud that we can help them.
And very passionate. And if you'd like any of the recipes you've seen on this morning's program, or you want to be on our show, we would love to have you. You can sign up on our website, comedinewithme.wny.com. And for the production crew at Key Video and everyone here at Come Dine With Me Western New York, I'm Jan Farrington. And you know what? Come on, Russ. It's lunchtime. How about we head over to Orazio's at the Galleria for another one of those delicious crepes? What do you say?
But I got to win the argument. I'm buying again today, okay?
Okay, can we take the Bentley?
No problem at all.
Can I drive?
Anytime. I only got one eye right now, so
come on, let's
you have
go.
no choice, you know.
Okay, well, you have to close it out first, quick.
Well, you know, it's that time again, Jan, and it's time to stick a fork in it because we are done.
Okay, come on, let's go. Oh, Russ, when I said the Bentley, I didn't mean the golf cart Bentley.
Jan, did you really believe me? Do you think I let you drive my Bentley? This is just as good on the 190. Let's go to Orazio.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Don't get caught for speedy, though.
Is this thing legal on the 90?
Well, we're going to make it legal, that's for sure, you know.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out keyvideo.com, Buffalo's premier television and video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing, we call it concept to completion, and we're ready to work for you. For your business, for all of life's events. Call, click, or visit Key Video today.